Hey guys, welcome to Vahagraphy Talk. I'm back, and it feels great. Today we got a great show for you guys. This is number 54. I got an OG guy with me co hosting today. Let's bring in the man from India, Frames TM. Frames TM, and our special guest today, Claire Middleton. Hi, guys.
Hi,
Hi, Vagan. Hi, Claire.
hi.
It's good to have you guys. I'm very excited to talk to you, Claire and Frames.
Thank you.
Uh,
Yeah,
First of all, Frames, welcome back. Good to have you
yeah, it's
on
been
the
a
show.
while. 3 months. No, more than that, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is number 54, man. Remember when we just got started?
Yeah. About a year and a half back, right?
Yeah.
Almost. Yeah.
Claire, excited to
Hi.
have you here.
Thank you so much.
I want to welcome to Vahography Talk. And I just want to tell you that you're amazing.
Oh, thank you.
You're amazing. I found you. I think your video was recommended on YouTube, and I clicked on your video, and I was like, "Wow, I really like what I'm seeing here," you know.
Oh,
And good job, good job.
thank
I,
you.
surprisingly, you were talking to me about Claire, and you said that it was about a few weeks back when you discovered her, and I realized that's also the time when I found her channel independently. I didn't get it from you. It was in my feed. So I'd
Oh,
watched a couple of your videos, and then Vagan talked to me about you. I said, "Oh yeah, like I know her."
oh
So
wow, that's amazing.
Yeah,
It's working at last.
yeah.
yeah,
So you're from England, right? Which part of England?
Yeah, Wiltshire.
Wiltshire. Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
down south.
it's Warwickshire, right?
Oh no, Wiltshire. Uh,
Wiltshire. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
um, yeah, just like Bath,
Mm,
Swindon,
That's cool.
okay.
Bristol. Yeah,
Nice. How's the weather right now?
it's absolutely freezing.
Okay.
So cold today, really icy.
You know, I was watching one of your videos, and you said something that really made sense to me. You said, "Don't go out and just shoot and take your camera. Take your camera with you when you go out, because you
Oh
never
yeah,
know when you're gonna like see something you want to shoot."
yeah,
And I was like, that just makes a lot of sense. I never do that, you know.
yeah, yeah. I
Really?
only just started doing that, and just because of the channel as well. And it's amazing to because so many times I'll take my son to school and I'll miss all these opportunities, like where there's a blanket of fog, and in the valley, and I'll think, oh, I wish I had my camera. So yeah, I'm gonna do that more often.
That's awesome. Yeah. So it definitely inspired me.
Oh.
And yeah, so what do you primarily shoot? Tell us. I know, but tell the audience like what. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into photography, real quick.
Okay, yeah, sure, thanks. So I always knew I wanted to be a photographer from school. It's just what I wanted to do and nothing else. So I did GCSE and A level, and then I started shadowing John Bigglestone. Became really, really good friends, and we started to work together. And then I got a job with a portrait photography company and spent a few years with them and with sort of various portrait photography companies. And I enjoyed it. Um, but I suppose I got stuck in that niche a little bit. Um, and then I actually became a retained firefighter as well.
Wow.
Um, yeah, while I had my photography business, and that was really nice because I found it a little bit lonely working for myself as a photographer. So I'd be sitting at home editing, and then my bleeper would go off, and I'd run to the station, and then suddenly I was with the lads on the pump, and that was great because I had that sort of banter and time with the lads. So I had a quite nice balance then. And I got into doing weddings and loads of portraits and absolutely loved it. Um, then I had my son. Cut a really long story short, went through a lot of trauma a lot of bad times, and I guess my camera sort of came in and out of my life really. And I remember during a particularly bad time, I was going to sell my D3 to make ends meet, and I always remember my dad saying to me, "Do not sell that camera." And I didn't, and I kept hold of it, and I'm just so glad I did, because yeah, I picked it
That,
up again.
that's your primary shooter, the Nikon D3.
Yeah.
Ah, that's cool. So you primarily do weddings right now. You weddings photographer?
No, I've stopped doing
You
weddings
stopped doing weddings.
altogether. Yeah, I just I found a lot of pressure, and also I don't know about you, but once I've photographed something for a few years and I sort of know the ropes a little bit, I kind of get itchy feet and I want to explore something different. So that's where I am. I kind of want to explore different things now, and wildlife, and
That's cool.
yeah. Good.
Cool,
Yeah.
man. So that's awesome. I mean, I really like your effort you're putting into your channel. You know, you're like popping out a video a day.
Yeah, yeah. It's well, I started YouTubing in 2020 during lockdown, and my original channel was just everything that I'm passionate about. And I noticed that when I did this video, like I was getting like 50 or 60 views, and then I did this video called uh, Nikon D3 review. By the way, I'm saying Nikon. Are you saying Naiykon?
Yeah, sorry about
Right.
that.
Okay. Right. I don't know. I thought earlier. I thought, oh no, what if I'm saying it wrong?
You're saying it right. I'm saying it
Oh.
wrong.
Oh. Okay. Um,
In
yeah.
America, we say Nikon. You know, so
Right. Okay. But Nikon's okay. Yeah.
that's. I think
I'll
that's the
carry
way.
on.
I think that's the way we pronounce. Supposed to be pronounced. I don't know, French. What do you think?
Yeah, it's Nikon in India. So
Yeah,
Okay.
Nikon.
Either's cool then.
yeah.
I
Okay.
think that's where I found you. I think it was the D3 video.
Was it? Yeah. See.
It
So
was the D3 video.
that D3 video just went nuts, and that was on my old channel. And then I thought, it's all the ones that have got Nikon in the like title are getting viewed, and you know, just wanted to build an audience, but it took 3 years to get an audience of 480 subscribers on my old channel, and that was with paying for promotion as well, which was a mistake in hindsight. And on this channel, Claire's School of Photography, I started it 6 months ago, but I really started putting energy into it about a month ago. So yeah, I've got 500 subscribers in 3 weeks, and it's incredible. So it's,
So
I've just really
so
gone for it. And yeah, go on. Sorry.
what worked according to you? As in, how did you get 500 in 3 weeks?
Well, I think niching down and focusing on one subject was the biggest thing. And then I just really paid massive attention to keywords and titles, tried to get my thumbnails a bit better. And I started doing shorts as well. And then I was putting one out every day, which I think got a little bit of traction. And of course, you giving me a shout out, bless your heart, as well,
Yeah, I think that jump started your motivation to do
yeah,
more.
yeah,
Yeah.
it did. I know. As soon as like someone else recognizes me, and because it's crazy as well, because I'd seen your channel about 6 months ago, and I watched one of your videos, and I was like, I wanted to connect with you there and then because of your energy and your love for rock music and photography, and that's just yeah. So, and we just love it. We're always like playing Metallica and all
Yeah.
sorts of stuff. And when I heard your music on your channel, I was like, music and photography,
Thank
someone
you.
else. It's great. Love
Thank
it.
you. I just said, let me do something nice for somebody before the end of the year. So what I did was I posted on the communities tab first. Then I went on Chuck's live stream, BP Studios. I
Yeah.
mentioned that New Year's Eve special. And I think now, I mean, she's good. He's taking off like wildfire. And I think motivation, it just says a lot. I mean, I love doing that, I love sparking the fire in people,
Yeah.
because when I see something in people, I know they have it. Like Frames, I know the guy has it. Right now he's just tired sitting there, but
No. Yeah, I'm like, there's like, because of my work during the day, I'm like not being able to put in as much effort. But
yeah.
yeah,
What do you
But
feel?
but Yeah, sorry. Yeah, go on.
I was just wondering what you did during the day.
Oh, so basically, I'm a marketing professional, so I do that like it's
Oh,
a full time job. So then I figure out time, and every weekend I'm out shooting something or the other. Yeah, and then record some of the stuff, just collect photographs and share, and also share my experience with um, different brands.
oh,
But particularly, I really like shooting with Nikon. And I'll tell you when I also saw your video on the D3, and I thought because it was on D3, I didn't notice the date when it was published. Right, I just assumed because it's talking about D3, it must be an old video. Like I was like, okay, great. This video must be from like 10 years back or whatever. Like,
yeah.
but I watched it, yeah.
No, it said like couple days back, right, or something, or a
No,
week
no,
or
no,
two
no,
weeks.
but I didn't notice that, right? I didn't
Yeah.
notice that. As I just assumed that okay, this is D3, so must be not a recent video. But
Oh,
then I realized later on when he spoke about her that oh, this is not. So that was surprising to me that like D3 is an amazing camera. I love the picture that comes out of D3 because it's so filmic. I mean, it is something organic about the the pictures. They feel organic. So and Vagan actually has the D3X, and you remember you did a video where you compared the D3X to the Z9,
Yes.
and all I just loved the D3X. I did not like the Z9 pictures. Okay, I mean I liked it, but side by side the D3 was X was
Yeah,
so
but
much better.
here's one thing I want to tell you about that video. Number one, I was drunk in that intro. That's the only time you'll see me drunk in a video. That D3X versus Z9 video that you're talking about
Yeah,
did very well actually, and
yeah,
but those pictures side by side, they're straight from the camera, no editing. Now
yeah.
you know that once you touch the edit, like the Z9 will blow it away in a lot
Yeah,
of
that's fine.
ways.
But you know what? You probably I won't probably touch the pictures coming out of the D3X because they look so beautiful
It looks great,
through the
yeah.
YouTube compression and all that. So when I was watching Claire's videos, I thought, and then I later realized that oh, this is a very interesting channel who's still sort of using D3, and the other one is the 800, right?
I have a D800.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have a
like
D800. Oh,
two
Claire's
legends, right?
camera. You're talking about Claire. Yeah,
Yeah,
she has a
yeah, yeah,
D800.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I am talking about Claire today.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, so that
Uh,
so I thought oh, these are two legendary cameras, and
yep.
it's very interesting that you've stuck to like Nikon, and I guess there is no reason to upgrade from them because they're so good even today.
Yeah.
mm,
Claire, the D3, by the way, I've had three in my career, like my
have you?
journey. Yeah, three D3s.
Wow.
And well, I sold them now, but I mean, they're great camera. They're legend camera. They're revolutionary cameras. The first full frame camera that Nikon introduced to the world. So good to
Yeah,
have that.
yeah, yeah.
And by the way, I love your infrared video you just put out
Oh, thanks.
with the
Yeah,
D200. How much you pay for that thing?
Well, I got it. I bought it at the same time as getting it converted. I think it was about 500 quid, but like converted because I think I bought it from the same people that converted it. If that makes sense.
Well,
It was a long time ago.
sorry for not knowing the how much that's in dollars. How much is that? Like the same?
Oh,
500 quid.
I don't know. It's not much different. I haven't got a clue.
What do you call it? Quid?
Quid, yeah, or pounds.
How much is 500 quid in dollars?
yeah. It should be about like $600 or so.
Oh, 600 bucks.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Oh, wow. That's cool, man.
I, re-
That's cool.
I'm one day I think I might get my D800 converted. It's too tempting not to.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
I wouldn't touch that camera. That camera's special.
Mm,
That camera's
yeah.
special. So, have you ever shot infrared frames?
No, I've thought about it. I've seen a lot of people starting to do that now. But this whole idea of sort of messing with the sensor and just, I don't know. Because they all tell you that you have to be very careful. I mean, in the wrong hands, it'll um, yeah. So you're definitely taking a bit of risk.
Yeah.
So I think yeah, I'd probably buy. That's a good strategy to buy to get an old camera, and then I mean something that I can bear the loss of, and then
Mm,
convert it. Yeah, that's a good strategy.
What an
yeah,
awesome effect it gives. The images. I never thought about like doing that. That's really cool.
I love it.
Yeah, it's
And
really
Absolutely
and
really
you
love
know
it.
there you can get many different looks. There are like many different types of infrared filters
Yes.
that you can add. So if you know it,
Yeah.
and then you'll be undecided, okay? Because then you'll feel like having all three of them as options.
Yeah. I love the color, the ones with the blue and the pink in. You've seen those?
Yeah,
Amazing.
yeah.
So tell us about why Nikon. Well, how do you get? Yeah, yeah. Why Nikon? Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. So, well, I had about 3 or 4 Canon cameras that I used to shoot weddings on, and they were semi-professional. This
Mm.
is just a bit of a silly story, really, right? So John Bigglestone, the gentleman who my channel is dedicated to, it's in his memory. Um, he had a D3, and I remember I wanted to go to a motorbike race, and I thought, oh, it'd be nice to take a camera, John's camera, you know. So I asked him if I could borrow this D3, and funnily enough, at the time, I'd actually been saving up. I was a single parent, and I was saving up for central heating, and I'd saved up around about £3,000. And I can't see you anymore. Where have you
Oh
gone?
yeah, we're here. We're here.
Oh, okay. Oh, hi. Thanks.
Hi there.
um,
Hi
yeah.
again.
Hi. Yeah. So I borrowed John's camera, went to this bike race, and I was absolutely just so blown away with the D3. I remember coming back from this motorbike race and just thinking, I have to have one. And I went swimming with my mum, and I sort of like broached the conversation, and I said, Mum, I'm not getting central heating. She said, What? Why? I said, I'm getting a camera. I said,
Wow.
I can't afford lenses, but I'm going to borrow those. And
Uh,
that's how it happened. And then I didn't have a reason to really compare it to anything else.
and you
So
just stuck with it. Yeah,
I just
that's
stuck
cool.
with it.
What's your main go-to lens right now? What do you?
My
Which?
Sigma 85mm 1.4.
Sigma.
Ah,
I love you
Love it.
guys'
awesome.
accent over there.
Do you?
I love the accent. Yeah, it's like
Oh,
it's crazy. It's
I
cool.
don't sound like a farmer then.
Farmer? No,
Yeah. Good.
no, no.
I know about this thing that Americans like English and Australian accent, isn't it?
Yeah, we like it.
Also,
We like
also,
Indian accents
also,
too.
no, no, I'm pretty sure you don't get it. You
What
don't
do you mean?
understand
I
it half
do.
the time. I have to be very, I have to be very careful while speaking to you. But you know, I know that Americans love the Australian accent. Uh,
Yeah.
what was that guy? The guy who plays Thor in Avengers and Marvel movies.
No idea. I don't
How
watch
can you
movies
forget
like
his? Really? Okay, all right,
that. Maybe my
all right. Then.
I do, but not in a long time. I haven't watched movies like that. So let's talk about the community, the photography community. Like now that you're getting more involved in YouTube, you're gonna start seeing growth rapidly, especially with your efforts that you're putting in. You're putting in a lot of effort and editing and putting, coming out with videos.
Yeah.
You're gonna see a lot more people commenting. And I don't know if have you gotten some negative comments so far?
Me?
Yeah, yeah.
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 Not so far, not on this channel.
Okay.
I did on my old channel. Um, yeah, I mean, technically, like honestly, the learning curves that I've been on, oh, like I do get technical overwhelm, I'm going to call it. And with photography, I've got enough of a passion for it that I want to learn about that side of things. But things like the audio and the video editing, and just like, for example, when you sent me the link for StreamYard, and then I didn't have Chrome, and I panicked. I
Yeah.
just panicked because I couldn't get on, and I was, in a flap. So I think what probably lets me down a little bit is the technical side of things, and I know I need to level up, but I'm totally willing to do that. I'm just doing it a step at a time because it's a little bit overwhelming.
Well, look, if you look at my earlier videos and Frames earlier videos, you see that it's a learning process. Like you
Yeah,
see,
Yeah.
like it gets better and better over time, and as soon as you blink and you see, wow, I'm actually doing some okay production
and
here.
and then you also kind of research enough and realize that what sort of gear you want to invest in, like what's the you'll probably soon realize that lighting is the first thing, video lights, and then
yeah,
and also the right space, like I struggled with space for a long time. I just to get the right sort of room with the right proportions, right? Like the room that Vagan is in. I like the
yeah,
depth of where he's sitting, because no matter what lens he's using, no matter what camera he's using, just the background looks like, there's just, it's a nice setting, like,
yeah,
and once you get your just the right setting, and then you don't have to move, and then you can focus on other things.
yeah,
So I think so for me, what I realized that just to kind of figure out what your regular place for recording video is going to be, unless you do outdoor videos, that's a different thing. So that's
Wait,
yeah.
this is where clients come and we make deals here in the couch back here. This is
Oh,
where
I
the
see.
contracts get signed.
Money couch.
Yeah, so money
Yeah.
couch.
Yeah, money
Yeah.
couch. Yeah.
So, but yeah, you record right now your videos on what do you use? You use iPhones? Yeah, I know you don't own mirror. I know you don't. Do you own a mirrorless, Claire?
I don't own a mirrorless. No, I'm still using my phone
Hmm.
um,
Yeah.
for my YouTubing. I can't wait to upgrade, and I can't wait to have a space like you say. Like I watch so many channels where they've got a lovely room in the background, and
All right,
Yeah.
um,
I want to just say something to my guy at Nikon. Send her a Z30
Yeah,
with
I was going to say that. Just the perfect camera, Z30. Look, I have that, and I tell you, the autofocus is the colors are so brilliant, and I mean, it is a wonderful. It's so light at the same time. It's so well built, very sealed. Just the perfect camera.
So
oh,
you're not kind of Europe. So I think it's what Richie works there.
Oh, yeah,
Rishi
yeah, yeah.
or Rishi
Richie,
send her,
Richie, Richie.
but I don't think he's part of the marketing team. But Nikon, if you're listening to this, send Claire a Z30 for her content creation. Perfect. She's a real photographer.
Yeah.
She's
I'll
not an influencer. So send her a Z30 so she could start recording with that on YouTube because she's a rising star, Nikon. So Claire
oh,
Middleton, Claire's School of Photography. Hey, by the way, guys, Claire's YouTube channel is Claire's School of Photography, and frames for FramesTM. And so, yeah, Z30 for Claire. Okay,
wow.
because you don't have a mirrorless, I think you're
Well,
the perfect candidate right now.
I've got a little secret that's bubbling up inside me that I can't
Yeah.
contain any longer.
Oh, really? What is that?
So I wrote to Nikon because I saw them at the photography show in Birmingham, and I went up to them and I said, look, do you reckon there's might be any chance of borrowing some kit for my YouTube channel? And they said,
Oh,
well,
wow.
yeah, and they said grow your channel a little bit and then come back to us. So I wrote to them 2 weeks ago. Oh, I'm so excited, honestly. And today, guess what arrived? It's right here. It's
What?
in my hand right now.
Hold on, hold
It's
on. Let me hold on, hold on. Don't show us. Hold on. Let me solo you. Hold on. All right, show us.
da da da.
What is that? You got a Z9? Are you crazy? We're talking about a Z30 here. What the heck is this?
Oh my god!
Oh,
It's
this
like
is crazy.
I
Oh my,
know,
we're
I
talking
know.
about Z30s here, dude. I'm
you,
sorry, but
you underestimated her. You did
So,
it.
well,
And thanks for saving, because I didn't make that call. I didn't say that you went first.
well, I mean, I didn't know, but you got
Yeah.
wow. Can you
I don't like. Yeah, I've got it for 2 weeks. So
Holy moly! Well, congratulations.
Thank you so much. It's
So,
What lens? What lens did you get with it?
well, right. So luckily, so they sent me a, what was it? Where is it? I don't know where it is. I think it was a 24 to 200. No, does that even exist?
No,
I
yeah,
don't
there
know.
yeah,
it goes.
that does. Yes,
Yeah.
24 to 200. Yes, one.
It's in the bag over there. So,
Okay.
but yeah, but they also sent me, which I was so grateful for, because I wanted to do a direct comparison, right, of the D3 and the Z9. But I thought, oh, how am I going to do that if I haven't got like, because obviously my lenses might not fit, but I didn't want to be too cheeky. But in the box, they put a
F to Z
yeah, that.
adapter.
so
Ah,
so I can
that's
I
Nikon
can
for you.
yeah, so I can fit my lenses from my D3 onto the Z9, and I can do some direct comparisons. I'm absolutely buzzing, honestly.
Wow.
So I'm going to do this thing called the Z9 Diaries. Day one was today.
So
Nice.
you're going to shoot every day, is it? My God.
2 weeks.
Well, I actually can't shoot yet because, bless them, although I asked them to send me a memory card because, like,
Yeah.
I don't have any. They forgot to put it in the box, so they're sending that on Thursday. But I've taken like loads of photos of the bodywork next to the D3, so I can
So
Frames. This was a shocker. I
no,
had,
then,
I had.
but then if you think about it, it's not because see, of
No, I
course,
know, I
when
know.
no, I'll tell you the reason why. Because firstly, she's been shooting for a long time. She's not a like she's a very mature. Firstly, and secondly, she already uses a D3. So why would they?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
it's like a
awesome that they actually, they did something. And this is Nikon Europe,
New England, right?
the
UK,
UK, yeah,
Nikon
UK.
Europe, right?
yeah.
That's the main.
No. UK.
Oh, that's different. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it?
What do you mean?
I'm a,
Of course, it is different.
no, I know that. I know that.
So are you surprised that they did that then? Because I was
Of
slightly
course, like that. You deserve it, by the way. But
oh, thank
No,
you.
no. You know what? Now that I think about it, I'm not because I know that Nikon is making a lot of effort, at least in India. Definitely in India, they're making a lot of effort to reach out to photographers and especially YouTubers, which they did not do for the last 3, 4, 5 years. Now I think they've realized that in order to compete, really, they need to reach out to the creators. And I think and Z9 they're promoting that they want to put the best foot forward always. And I can tell you the Z30 is also extremely good. I mean, it's a camera that you can take anywhere. Z9 is a slightly more specialized camera. The reason I thought of Z30 um, when it came to you, because I've seen you do a lot of outdoor shoots, like
vlogging.
and you're moving. So like in those situations, like it's so convenient to use a Z30. But I completely get it. As a photographer, it's from D3 to Z9. It's just a natural progress.
No, it is. It just the reason why again I said Z30 is because I was thinking about replacing your iPhone with a content machine.
Yeah.
Not,
Yeah.
but you're a photographer, so frames make sense. I mean, you're gonna take pictures with this camera as well. You're gonna do video with this camera. This camera is a top of the line Nikon
Oh
camera,
yeah.
Yeah.
and
45 megapixels. So what lens have you got adapted to this right now? Like, is
Oh,
there a 58
it's
or
a
50?
50 mil prime lens, 1.4.
Yeah. I was guessing between the 58 1.4 or the 50 1.4. Yeah.
Yeah.
so see, so you went up to them, you contact them, then 2 weeks later they send you an email. Is that how it?
No,
How did it
so
work?
I when I went to the NEC, the photography show, when was that? Like November or something? I can't
Mhm,
remember.
mhm.
Um, in
Mm.
Birmingham, I saw the Nikon guy and I just went over and told him about my channel and I just said I'd love to borrow some kit, and then he said grow your channel first, and I thought that it would mean thousands, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to try it. So I sent an email and sent them my website, Blue Diamond website, and my YouTube channel, and just said I'd really like to keep my viewers interested, and I really feel like the next step for that is a Z9, because I'd love
Mm.
to do the Z9 versus the D3, and yeah, they I couldn't believe it. Like 2 weeks later, they emailed saying, we're sending you a Z9 on Tuesday.
Wow, they saw exactly what I saw in you, and that's
Oh,
great. So, uh, clarify something for me, Frames. Nikon Europe, I thought it was like that's their like Nikon USA has it's USA, right? So there's a
Yeah.
separate Nikon UK.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. It could be because of Brexit.
Oh well, I because I thought
I don't know.
like
I don't know.
Rishi
So
works at Nikon Europe, right? So
yeah. So what you are saying is that Europe should cover UK as well. Why is there a different sort of this
yeah,
thing? Like,
right.
yeah, I don't know. I and
That's how much I
no,
know
no, no.
about
I
other.
I'll tell you because I have heard that there is a like, for example, Nikon Germany is an entity, or Nikon France is an entity. That this much I know.
Okay.
And I don't know if there's this like joint office of Nikon Europe, or I don't know.
Well,
I might
I'm concentrated on USA, so I don't know.
yeah.
But that's awesome, Claire.
thank
That's
you.
awesome. You know what the bad thing about this is, though?
Yeah.
You're not gonna want to give that camera back.
Oh, I know.
No, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Especially I'll tell you, it's a 45 megapixel sensor at the same time, but still, like when you shoot in low light, oh
Or what with the C9?
Hmm.
yeah. Firstly,
Oh,
like autofocuses beautifully, and then I mean the files are so good. Like if you edit raw, I'm sure you do. And just the croppability, the amount of croppability the files have. Like I remember there was a. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you. I want to show you something. Um, so I want to show you a picture that I took a while back. So like I don't know if you can see. Can you see? Yeah.
oh yeah.
So now this is about 20% of the. Okay, this is about 20% of the oops, of the picture. Okay,
Wow.
and then which means that it's like the
Oh,
original one is 5 times of this,
oh
and
wow.
then and then and then I sort of cropped it to this.
Wow.
Okay. Okay,
Wow.
this is like what this should be. This cannot be more than 5% of the entire image, and so I mean, it, like I couldn't have like gone like near. I couldn't have like approached them, gone like closer to them, because it's obviously that sort of moment. And so I had a 50 lens on, right? And because I had a Z 9 with me, I knew that I could probably crop in, especially in the raw files, with the raw files. And I was surprised that I could crop in so close. It's crazy. It's almost like a zoom lens. Like
Yeah,
yeah.
that
Wow.
you're gonna love it. The video in that thing is just oh
Is
man,
it?
guys, subscribe to Claire's School of Photography. You want to see these Z9 videos? I'm looking forward to seeing what you're actually gonna produce with the Z9
Oh,
because
thank
now
you.
you're going from a D3 to a Z9. This is like 12 megapixel versus 45, but you're going from 2007 all the way to current. It's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
jumping in a time machine and
Yeah.
No, but the
Yeah.
D800 is high megapixel as well, right? Like
yeah,
it's
that came out in 12. That came out in 2012.
but how much is
D-
the D800? It's 33
oh,
megapixels, right?
used? No, 36 megapixel.
36, yeah. Hmm.
But she has D3 with beautiful camera, by the way.
No, so I mean, clear to so you're clearly used to 36 megapixels. For me, it was completely like a new experience. I was always used to 24 megapixel cameras, and then to reach almost 46 and then see what the files can do.
But but hold on, hold
It's
on.
crazy.
But hold on. I don't think it's about pixels for me. I think it's about all the features you're gonna have, about the quality of the image, just the whole experience of the Z9, especially when you mount these Z lenses to this thing. you're gonna see the speed of this camera, the tracking
Yeah.
ability of this camera, the eye focus, the you just like you're gonna be astonished. It's gonna be an awesome experience.
Mm.
So enjoy it. I'm looking forward to seeing what you're gonna do.
Thank you.
This
Like
was a shocker, man. You saw it here first on Vahagraphy Talk. This is
no,
great.
now I'm expecting like 7 videos on 7 in 7 days, like every day one video
All right,
on
wait.
Yeah,
set.
One tip for all you content creators, I'll give you right now. Title thumbnail. Title thumbnail. That's how
right,
you get views. Title
right.
thumbnail.
I'll done that. Okay.
Yes, make a good thumbnail, title. Make your thumbnails first and your
Right.
title first before you make your video.
Oh, okay.
That's a
Oh,
good
wow.
because yeah,
Mm.
just create your like write it down. That's the best tip I could give you for content. I've been watching a lot of YouTube channels lately, like how to grow your channel, this and that.
Yeah,
So
me too.
yeah, but that's awesome. That's
No, but
awesome.
like Vagan, I don't agree with that. I'll tell you why. Because I think YouTube is, or any sort of anything that you like doing, for firstly you have to do it for yourself, not for public, not for the public. And in order to do it for yourself, you cannot make it formulaic. As in, if you follow a formula, you're gonna get bored after a point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
So
right.
why is that important? That's important because YouTube is not a sprint; it's a marathon. You have to
yeah,
keep at, right. So you'll find it interesting every day, like every, like she's so prolific. She creates so many videos so quickly. I can't do that. So and Vagan, you also are very fast with production, I must say. Like, but I can't do that. So for me at least, what I've seen works with me is that to pace it out firstly, and then to remain interested in it for the longer term. Like,
yeah,
or else I'll say, oh, it's been almost 2 years now, definitely 1.5 years, and then only 3,500 followers. I would give up, right? But if I see that my time frame is not 2 years, but maybe 5 years, so I'm giving myself that time, and I'm mentally ready for a sort of a longer haul, and I think that is important.
yeah,
So whatever keeps you interested for 5 years, I
yeah,
think that's the, I would say that, like,
Here's one thing I'll tell you. Frames is absolutely correct. I'm thinking of it as like a sprint, but
signs of it, like.
he's right. It's a marathon, and you know what? Enjoy yourself. That's the thing. Enjoy what you do. You know, do it and be yourself. Be
mm,
yourself. No one else. Don't be like anybody else you see. Be yourself. Enjoy the moments, and like he said, you know, yeah, you're absolutely right, Frames.
So no,
Great
the
observation.
other thing and I think this is true for her as well, very much so, having gone through her content, is that I think you're a photographer first. You just, like, there's a video where I was watching you take pictures and you didn't edit them, and you said, oh, there was a small water body, and there's a lot of trees and natural colors, and you're just looking at it and you said, oh, I love looking at this picture. It's so beautiful to look at. I think for you, therefore, photography brings joy, and you capture that as video content. And it's the same for me.
yeah.
So, like, for me, the first thing is to take photos, and then if a video comes out of it, great. And
Oh,
then there's going to be some Sony guy who's going to hate on Nikon. I'm going to get angry. I'm going to come on I'm going to come on the channel and say something very nasty towards the Sony guys, and in defense of Nikon. But I think the Canon guys are worse today than Sony. I must tell
Oh,
you.
here we
So,
go again.
Claire, if you're okay with it, I'm going to do a video with you on why no one should buy Canon.
don't get me into any trouble, will
Yeah,
you?
yeah, yeah. Let's get.
There are
She's
a lot of angry
I haven't
Canon
got any
users.
enemies yet.
she's an angel as of now. So don't dirty her mind with camera wars stuff.
No, but I think there's a lot of fun in that. Like, I've started enjoying it. Initially I was very angry, but now I enjoy it. Now that Nikon has done the Z9, we're in the right camp, right? So I look at the Canon guys and, hey, you can't do much of the, like, Canon tells you 10 things and you can only do 3 of them in the camera. So I mean, they're in a bad situation. So yeah.
But yeah, no, absolutely correct, Claire.
So the camera war is a interesting thing for me, and
The
I
Yeah.
know
thing
that.
is,
And I've seen that women don't care about brands. They don't care about, oh, what camera brands, what the science of it. They just love the experience of shooting.
yeah.
And most women, all that I know, in fact, of. And you know who else you remind me of? You remind me of Snapchick.
Oh, I
Do,
don't know who that is.
Acha, you should check her out.
Okay.
She,
Snapchick, yeah.
yeah.
She's
I don't
you
know.
Claire, you're like a
Oh,
sponge, right? You're taking everything in.
yeah, I am. Yeah.
I
Sorry,
know.
sorry. I'm talking too much, and I think that yeah.
No,
No,
I
no, I
like
mean
that.
like it's like that when you just, when you get into this, it's like that. But tell us more about what you really, really like to shoot. Like, what do you really like to shoot? What's your favorite subject to shoot?
I do love capturing a moment between people. I love
Hmm.
that. Like, so I'm a bit of an old romantic. So I
Mm,
love like a look in people's eyes, you know?
mm,
Um,
Um,
but also I love shooting people doing what they love. Like I love my just my son jamming in the garage on his guitar. And
mm,
then I bought this smoke machine and I just
oh,
I lit
awesome.
him from behind and then I put the smoke machine on and just I love atmosphere, like on a sensory level atmosphere, and then just capturing that. So like strong directional lighting is one of my favorite things to create, particularly on men. So I've sort of really got into lighting and shooting men in the studio, and that's what I want to do. I want to do
mm.
more serious portrait photography in the studio.
That's deep. That's
So
awesome.
do you want to do it professionally or just for like your own pleasure?
I want to do it professionally. Yeah, I want to do it professionally. I need
Okay.
to bring in an income at some point soon.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
Yeah.
So, so how are you going about that? Because I shoot for pleasure. Like I just shoot for myself and no one else. But like, what's your plan? Because the reason I'm asking you is because like Vagan has done a lot of videos where he's like talking about how to get paid better and how to negotiate with clients, how to find clients. I'm just curious, like what's a scene where you are?
that's actually, I'm really glad you asked me that, and that's a really good question because now you mention it, um, I just want to do what I love and
Yeah.
have like be comfortable, have an income and be able to travel and afford to, buy a house with my husband and all of that stuff. So where that income comes from, really, I suppose, is um, not irrelevant, but I want to be able to create this life for myself where I can do what I love in the photography, but not have the pressure that I had before that kind of killed it for me, if you
Mm,
like. So
Mm.
maybe then I maybe that means I won't do it professionally. Maybe I will monetize YouTube. Who knows? It's a really good question. Thank you. I need to think about
So
that one.
okay, so you like you'll figure it out along the way, I guess.
Yeah, I'm
But
literally feeling my way along.
yeah,
she's like, I'm telling you, she's like a sponge. She's soaking everything in right now.
I like I thought there's an idea about what you said. You said that you like using one directional hard light and you like shooting men. And
Mm,
I think most photographers, when they think of photography, they tend to think of, when it comes to portrait, they think of women, and they can't. I think that we kind of most photographers are sort of stuck there because the idea of aesthetic is about, oh, how the feminine look. But
mm.
I think but what you said is that like if you like shooting men, and if you can create a style of that, your own style of that, uh, maybe the masculine look. Because I'll tell you, I think men are under photographed. the,
Yeah,
the common guy, the average guys, most men are under photographed, right? Like if you go and ask a guy, okay, so do you have 10 good pictures of yourself from the last 10 years? Like one great picture that you love to show from last 10 years, one photo per year. And I'll tell you, most guys will say, I think I can give you five great pictures that I like, and most other people like too. But I'll have a few years missing in between. But for a girl, you'll see she'll give you 10 great pictures for each year. So I think men are under photographed. So if that's a serious, and I think that could be a market. Like why not? Like if you can maybe if you reach out the right people, maybe then that's a very interesting market.
Yeah. Can I show you a picture actually?
Of
Yeah,
course.
please.
It just so happened to have it printed up here. 2 seconds.
Sure.
Oh, can you still hear me?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let me
Oh,
see.
wow.
Wow,
Yeah,
nice.
that's nice.
I
Like,
like the lighting.
Yeah, and I find you can't really do that lighting on women quite so
yeah.
Wait,
dramatically
what are you?
without.
Is that what are you using for the light? Are you using anything special, or is this natural light? What was that?
No, they would.
Can we see it again, real quick?
Ellen Crom. It was done
Nice.
with. Oh, I can't get it. Oh,
So
there we go.
you're using a couple of lights, right? On from top right and top left.
Yeah, it was. They were Ellen Crom flash
Yeah.
lights,
Very nice. Very, very nice.
and
It's
I'm
awesome.
really excited about experimenting with tungsten because I've never really
Yeah.
tried that much. So I'm looking forward to doing some tungsten lighting.
Hey, why don't you talk about lighting then? Because you're I mean that's good lighting. That's great in fact.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good idea. I should do that. Yeah, the thing is, right, so my studio is in the garage, and it's just I just want things to look professional, you know.
Well, you
So
know what? Like I said, be yourself. And by the way, as the more you do this, the more natural it's gonna get for you. I know I was
yeah,
having a hard time when making videos in the beginning, but then I said, you know what? I'm not gonna read off a script. I'm not gonna read off a teleprompter. I threw all that away. I'm just gonna be myself, and it's gonna get more natural. And yeah, professional studios are cool,
So,
this and that, but
I, no, I
eh,
know. I think it's. Yeah, I'm really keen. I'm very interested in like what like. So is this a client or is this someone you know?
well, that was a client, yeah, but years ago.
oh, nice.
So how did you like approach him? And I'm also trying to learn from you. I'm just
Well, so when I started out years ago as a photographer, I got really, really well known in my hometown. So at school, incidentally, I printed a photo in the darkroom. I went to the local build centre, and I got them to sponsor me and give me like all these breeze blocks, and I made a breeze block wall like 6 foot high, and then I got liquid light. Um, like the emulsion stuff, and
yeah.
I printed a photo of my brother on his skateboard, black and white, on this massive breeze block wall, and it got in the newspaper, and people sort of like would come up to me in town and say, "Oh, you're the girl that printed the photo on the wall," and like.
You're the
Wow.
girl. You're the girl.
Yeah,
So
that's
I sort
awesome.
of
Like,
got, yeah, I got quite well known. So I had I had loads of work coming in just all the time, just word of mouth. And I remember looking on Facebook one day and realizing that like at least 60% of my Facebook friends, their profile picture was a professional one that I had taken. And it went crazy, honestly. It was nuts. I was doing
sure.
so much.
So how? So why did you stop doing it?
I had a car accident in
Oh,
2013. I was literally, my business was at its peak, the best it's ever been. And a van went into the back of my car and wrote my car off, and I couldn't lift my camera for 9 months. And literally, like all my clientele, all my everything I'd built up just disappeared, like in that time. So, yeah.
So so tell me what um Okay, I'm just trying to. I'm processing. Okay, and Vagan, I still have a question. Hold on. So I'm trying to
Sure.
process. So 2013, and you never thought of sort of starting it like full time as seriously as before again after that, immediately after that.
So like Eve, so what happened was when I had the car crash and I couldn't lift the camera, I picked up a paintbrush and discovered I could paint. And then I went on this whole crazy journey painting military art, and just it was just coming out of nowhere. And then I got very like into meditation and things. So my life just kind of took this huge kind of, it just went off on this tangent really. And um and then John Bigglestone, who was like literally my soulmate, like he was in his 80s and I was in my 20s, and he just
Oh
used to
wow.
come round. Yeah, he would just knock on the door and say, "Oh, kidlet, here's breakfast," and hand me a croissant. And he, honestly, he was the most incredible photographer. And he went, I think he was in his 80s when he went back to Bournemouth University and did a degree in photography because he wanted to reflesh the bones. You know, he's absolutely incredible, and I loved him to bits. And he passed away 3 years ago. And I think what happened was I was kind of on this journey doing other things. And then when John passed away, I don't know, like my sort of last bit of love for photography sort of disappeared a little bit with him, you know. I just
Mhm.
didn't want to pick up the camera after that. And then, but no, I actually live opposite his house now where he lived
Wow.
before. And Susie, who you'll meet on the channel, is John's wife. And we're neighbours.
Claire,
It's
you have
amazing.
an like incredible story.
It
Like
is. But
very interesting.
what I want to know, hold the thought for what I want to know is in one of the videos you have that lady that's next to you. That's his wife.
Yeah,
That's his wife. And you guys in the snow.
yeah.
Okay. What I want to know is how and why you picked up the camera again after all that.
It was YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Was
YouTube
it
is not bad.
Vahagraphy? No, I'm kidding.
YouTube is not. See. I'll tell you why I said that, because a lot of people say, "Oh, these YouTube guys are killing photography. They're killing photography," and it's like all toxicity and all that. Like, all the time they're fighting brand wars, Sony versus Nikon. Now I understand. Like, at times there's this one guy who will make some wonderful video, and they'll inspire you to touch the camera and just go out, and it's not all that bad. Yeah,
No,
great.
it's not. It's given me a purpose. You know, the other day I was in the Arboretum and I grabbed my camera because people are watching my videos and enjoying them. And it just, to have a purpose again, you know, like that it's an incredible feeling.
So can I tell you? So I was supposed to give Vagan a topic to discuss today, and I said, and I took the whole day, and of course, I was at work, but then it was at the back of my mind. I was thinking, what? Like, I didn't want it to be boring, and I thought, so she's a girl. I don't know if she's going to be interested in talking about gear and rumors and all that. So what should we? I thought let's have a wholesome conversation. I said, and I sent this text. I read it out to you. I said, photography and mental health, healing, balance, exploration, and making new connections and making new
Wow.
acquaintances. And I wrote it because at the same time, like when you are asking, when you're reaching for answers, or like trying to figure out, oh, what do I talk about? Like, so you tend to go back to your fundamentals, right? This is my fundamental, actually. I realize that, like, this is why I do it. This is why I love cameras, because I love taking pictures, and that's sort of connect me to the moment. The moment I don't forget that moment. Like, if I really like it, it's like, it gets imprinted in my brain, but also on the sensor. So, like, what you're saying, like, I'm connecting with that. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
So this is a whole other level. It's like more emotional, spiritual, like your connection with the camera, the visuals. But let's go back to the YouTube comment that you said about YouTube. So you saw videos online. it got you excited. Was it gear reviews? Was it like
It, well, it was when I did that D3 review, and on my other channel, I was talking about all sorts of different things, and then somebody commented on one of my videos and like they'd enjoyed it, and then I started, you just
so no, but my question to you is why did you make that D3 review? Just out of the blue, you just made a video?
Oh, I was asked to do a shoot of Camilla. Camilla. And it was around that time. I remember going to that.
Is that his wife, Camilla?
Yeah, the king's wife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and that was one of the things that because I'd been
seriously,
asked.
who is Camilla though? I mean,
What is Camilla?
Camilla Parker Bowles. Is that how you say
is that a person?
Yeah,
Oh,
you know.
I thought you were talking about some flower or something.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I feel stupid now. I feel stupid now.
Now listen.
So do
It's
I.
okay. You're not supposed to know who's the Queen of England is. It's fine.
Oh, I'm
She's
sorry.
the Queen of England, Queen consort, right? Look, hold on. I think we so hold.
What happened?
What the fuck is it? Sorry. I no abuse. Listen, Vagan, can I see all both of your faces, please? It's very important. So this is how it has gone so far, right? You said, you should try Z30. What does she do? She pulls out a fucking Z9. Look. Okay, hold on, okay? And you say, and you tell her, you should just do what you love doing. You should do what you love done. What does she do? She picks out a portrait, an amazing, fucking gorgeous portrait with perfect lighting.
I'm like, who's that? Messi?
Yeah, I'm like, look, this is the shot they have taken. Okay, I'm like, who are you talking to? Then hold on, it doesn't end there. It's just the beginning. It's stage 2. It's like it's a 5-act Greek tragedy for you, Vagan, not for me. You, okay? 5-act Greek tragedy. So then she says, so I had an accident in 2000. I'm still trying to process that and sort of trying to figure things out and like therefore still kind of getting to know Claire Middleton. But but he said before that, 60% of the guys on Facebook had my picture as their profile picture. Has that ever happened to you, Vagan? Like 60% of the guys you've taken their pictures and they have put it publicly. Like, okay. Then she says, and then I discovered I didn't want to pick up the camera. I took up a brush and I discovered I can paint. So now she can do that very well. Huh? And then she says, like carelessly, I was told to photograph Camilla. I'm like, who's Camilla? Vagan is singing. These were a dog's name.
Who is, dude? I don't know anything about UK.
Is that
Who
someone's
is that?
pup? Is that someone's little pup? Like 2-day-old little pup, Camilla, and Vagan is still searching Camilla, the little pup, and and she says, the queen.
I'm so sorry. That's why she said Camille. I'm like, okay.
No, Vagan, that's not the point. It's of course it's natural for you and I to not know the Queen of England, the current Queen of England. After like 50 years of having one queen, like the Queen consort, I don't know what that means. I don't know how that's different from the Queen. I guess because it's the wife of the like
The king.
Yeah,
that makes the Queen consort, right? Right.
Okay.
And I'm
I
thinking,
get it
and
now.
I was going to say this like 5 minutes back, but you said, listen, I have a question. Hold on, Frames. Hold on. Then I held on to this question. I held on to this observation that she's coming out with surprises after surprises. And then she says, Camila. Okay,
So
Listen, I'm not gonna ask her anything else right now. But I don't know what new stuff she's gonna pull out from a bag. You go ahead.
That's amazing. He's right. He is right, Claire. What other
Like,
surprises you got
Claire
here?
is like sitting there like,
And we're lost
"Not
here,
really."
we're lost. I'm from America, he's from India, and I don't know about the
I would have
current
written
king's
here
wife.
in my forehead. I was asked to shot Camille, the Queen of England, or something like that.
So wait a minute,
I
let's
would
go
have made a
back to that.
jacket.
So
No,
wait, let's go back to that. You photographed her?
well, yeah, because what happened was she came to our hometown
Uh-huh.
to thank, because there was a spa shop um, supported people during lockdown. They were like really super kind and kept people going like mentally during lockdown. So she came to visit the town, and um, and my friend Chris. Have you heard of Chris Franklin, the on the farm in the UK? Oh, Google him.
Yeah, I
um,
should.
he so he
I better.
he's got his own TV program now, actually. But he rang me up and he said, "Oh, I can't do this shoot. Can you do it?" So I went and did it at the
That's
spa shop.
awesome.
It was
So,
really nice.
for Chris Franklin, I'm getting an Australian comedian. I guess it's something
Oh,
similar.
okay. Yeah, he's got a farm in Devizes, and they bring people in and
Oh, yeah, yeah,
they
yeah,
help
yeah.
people with mental health stuff.
Okay,
And
yeah, yeah.
So
I see. British Farming Awards. Okay, okay, yeah.
that's awesome, man. That's great, Claire.
Oh, this is very cool. Like, this is about Vagans. This is about helping kids learn in like a idyllic sort of like farming environment. This is
Yeah,
very interesting.
that's awesome. 98% of YouTube photography channel viewers are men.
I noticed that most of my subscribers are men.
Well, at least my viewers are, but I don't know what Frames is getting, but
Yeah, I think
you,
100% of men.
you are. I'm telling you, keep doing what you're
Too much
doing.
testosterone around.
Yeah, uh, keep doing what you're doing. So you put out that D3 video. You saw responses from that, and then
Yeah,
you said, you know what? Let me do this something more.
yeah,
I guess that's how YouTube pushed that D3 video to me, to Frames, to a lot of
Hmm.
people. That's how I found you. I'm like, who is this? Who's this Claire? Who is she? Who is this? She has this charisma. She has something going here.
Well,
oh,
now we know,
So now,
don't you?
yeah, now I know, and now we know each other.
Don't
That's
you?
great.
Yeah.
Uh, and then I'm like, let me reach out. Or actually, did I reach out? I don't remember, but put that community post out, and boom! All of a sudden, man, you went from 98 to like
yeah,
150, and then
yeah.
all of a sudden, I logged in. You're like 580 or
I
40 or
know.
whatever. Guys, this is a great inspirational story she shared today. Uh, like and subscribe
Yeah.
Claire School of Photography on YouTube. I'll put the links in the description of your channel, Frames' channel.
Yeah,
Frames,
don't forget me.
me and Frames been me and Frames were doing this, like we started doing this a long time ago.
Yeah.
We clicked when we met, and it was great. We started our channels like around the same time, but this was a great talk, Claire.
It was
Like
amazing. Loved it.
I'm so sorry that I think we did most of the talking, but because we were just so like, and you inspired us right now. You inspired me. So
Oh, thank you so much. You're both amazing. I love meeting you. It, so Frames, is that your name? No.
No.
I was going to say, I didn't want to, you know, I just thought I better, you know.
Like, yeah. Like, I told my name to Vagan once, and then he mispronounced it so many times. I said, let it be. It's okay, fine. Just call me Frames. But
I,
yes,
Oh,
my name is my name is Manak. It's it's Mainak. Uh, the
okay.
only person who gets it right is actually Matt.
Oh,
I don't know if you follow Matt Irwin. He's like got a one of the best Nikon specific channels on YouTube.
all right.
I think he gets my name right, but Vagan murdered my name. He
Mi-
just turned it into
what?
something else.
It's Minak.
You called me maniac, and then I said, let's just go back to frames. I think that's just
That's your channel,
all right.
man. Frames TM.
Yeah.
No spaces, by the way, Claire. Frames TM. No spaces.
No, no. So I'll tell you what the T stands for. So the T is for Tripti. She's my wife, and M is me, Manak. This is not TM or as in
Oh,
trademark.
I didn't know that, dude. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
that's a
My name is Vahagan.
yeah.
So it's Vahagraphy's a channel, but it's funny because you heard of Grays of Westminster? Well,
Yeah,
you
they're a
are
weekend.
new to YouTube, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're a very popular Nikon centric. I mean, they own a Nikon store in UK. I mean, they don't own it, but Mr. Grays does. And it's a good community. They have live streams every week, every Friday, 6 a.m. My time is what your time, Claire? Uh, wait.
11.
Anyway, hold on.
Yeah, it must be like 7 8 hours difference.
So they have every Friday morning my time. They have a live stream over there. They have a store in the UK. Do you know where it is, Frames?
I think it's in London.
London, yeah.
Uh,
It's a big channel.
yeah.
Nikon. You want to it's a good channel, and you being from that part of, the country, it'd be fun to channel to check out.
What
But
was
I
it
love it.
called? Sorry.
Grays of Westminster.
Westminster. Yeah. So they're probably in Westminster, which should be in London.
Grays, Grays of Westminster. They have a channel. Becky and Khan. They're the hosts. Me and Frames interviewed them on this channel.
Yeah.
Remember that, Frames?
Yeah, yeah. It's been about a year.
They own a store. All they do is in that camera shop, they sell Nikon only. It's just
Yeah.
Nikon.
They've got a history, and the great thing for them is that they've got all the new stuff and like all the Nikon gear, so they can just review whatever they want to. Yeah.
So, but it's a good thing to and you know what? I'm
You should
predicting
probably
right.
write to Becky and say, "Listen, hey, give me that lens. Remember to ship it to me. I'm going to."
I guarantee you, after this stream is live, you're not you're gonna be a host on other podcasts, other shows in the future. But I'm glad that I had you first.
Yeah, but
Amazing.
because I tell you what, you're so like you're. I, of course, it's not my first language, therefore I don't know the right word to kind of describe what I'm feeling. But it's like you are like there's a lot hidden in you. It's like you only show a little, you show a
Yeah.
little piece, like little, and guess the rest. I'm going to tell you tomorrow, and then so I think this, what I felt is that you have so much stories inside you, like interesting and yeah. If you just probably just be yourself, I love watching a channel.
I, th-
And
Oh, really?
yeah, Claire. I think you're just trying
no,
to.
because just today what you told me is so intriguing. Like
Yeah.
you're like I still don't know what got you to start photography again, and then this whole thing that you talked about photographing men. I think that's a seriously a little. I'm telling you, men are under photographed. So there's
Mm.
this. I think there's a huge market. Like Vagan, show me the best 10 photos that you have taken in the last 10 years.
The
One
what?
great photo each year.
Hmm.
Who has taken a great photo of you? You've taken people's pictures. Who's taken a great photo of you?
Yeah. You're
No, it's
right.
true. So I think men are under photographed, and she has this wonderful eye, and she's I think natural hard light and men, and so wow, I think that's a very interesting space. Like
I,
I'd like to learn from you how you'd like to light a subject and how you'd like to take like use hard light. And if you make those videos, I'm sure to watch it every time you
Oh,
post a video.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, I'd like to
Yeah.
just chill with you. Maybe have a beer, talk
Yeah, I would
photography.
love. Do you know what? When I first watched your very first video, I can't remember which one it was, and it was way before you ever got in touch with me. I literally watched this video, and I was like, I just wanted to like come over and just hang out.
Let's hang out.
Honestly, like
Let's not,
it's the music connection as well. Like, it's the rock and roll. You'd get on well with my dad. You would, honestly.
yeah. I mean, I like I said, I love it. And just to hang out, talk photography. Just nothing like official. And for sure, if like, how far are you from like the London area? Like like,
Only it's like 2 hours away.
oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, definitely. If I'm over there, I'm
If
going to if I'm
Yeah, yeah.
going I'm going to Grays, and I'll definitely come. Maybe we'll meet in London somewhere, and
yes, that
we'll
would be
go
amazing.
visit the store and stuff. It'll be cool.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, Claire, you're not gonna be the only guest in my podcast. It's gonna grow, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, me too. Thank you.
Um,
So here's a little invite. You're welcome to come on a show like this on my channel anytime. So you
Oh,
just tell me a date, and I've never done this. Like I've never done what Vagan has been doing for more than a year now. I've always thought of doing it, but never did it.
yeah,
So
it's
it'll
good.
be
It's really
awesome.
good, isn't it? It's great fun. Like I
No,
never.
and the magic for this is that my audience will be invited. It'll be introduced to you.
Yeah.
It just
So
grows a
good.
community, and I'm all for helping small
yeah.
channels out. I always plug that. I mean, I just did a 3-minute feature with you saw the video. I did a 3-minute feature about the guy right this way. This guy, but him frame
Yeah.
and
Did you watched it? I
yeah,
could
she
recognize
watched
myself.
it.
You take out the worst frames of my face and then put it like.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that was a good one like this. But it just yeah, and it's great. I know that you're just soaking everything in, and you're just like right now you're gonna digest everything we talked about and
Mm.
all the stuff you got written down. You got a lot of work ahead of you because of the
She's got
Z99.
hidden weapons, man. You're not even aware of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're gonna love what's coming up on my channel, though. I know you're both gonna love it.
Yeah.
without
It's
without
really.
without like revealing too much. Uh, I just want to know, like, are you having a good time doing this?
I'm having the best time. Like, I don't want to say too much, but I've got something in my garage right now.
I know, and that thing is probably huge.
Listen, please tell me. Please, please.
Don't
Do
tell
you
her.
want
Don't tell her.
I
Don't
to
tell him. Don't
can't.
tell him.
know?
Don't
I
tell him.
can't
Don't tell him.
handle suspense. Okay, this
No,
is
no, no,
bad.
no, 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 no. Don't ruin the surprise, dude. You gotta wait and watch the
Okay,
videos. You gotta
you got.
subscribe. You gotta subscribe. Don't give
Wait
everything
till you
away,
see it.
Claire.
Okay.
Don't give everything away.
Okay, okay, post it tomorrow.
No, no, no. Let her take her time. Okay, chill out. Hey, I got just one more question for you. When you see comments in your videos,
Mm.
how does that make like it doesn't that motivate like it motivates you, right? Like to make
Yeah,
more.
it really does. One of the things with the comments is I'm already like started to feel really guilty if I can't, because there's so many. And like sometimes I just have to put a real short one back, and I just start thinking, oh, do they think I don't care? And I know that as the channel grows, there's probably no way you can reply anymore, but um, I read them and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for, and there's people that are going through stuff, and have lost loved ones that have connected with me, and that's the comments that I love the most. That's really special when somebody like opens up, and I can see a little bit of their soul, and what they're going through in their comment, and that, because my, I'm quite passionate about coaching. Set up a new business as a life coach, and I think that's
Oh,
that's a really nice kind of way to go.
That's cool.
Again.
What happened, Frame?
do
Another
you know
thing,
what it takes?
right? Yeah.
Do you know what it takes to be a life coach?
Sorry.
He says, "Do you
No,
know
I
what it
said,
takes?" Of course, he does.
I'm asking Vagan. Do you know what it takes to be a life
Oh.
coach?
Experience life.
No, to simplify it, which is a very difficult job,
Yeah. Well,
right?
Um,
Right. So I told you.
you told me,
There
and
you go.
yeah, this was awesome. Keep on going, guys. Again, one thing I want to say before we go. please hit the like button on this video, guys. The more likes we get, the more YouTube does its thing. I want people to see this chat because it was photography, but it wasn't. It was more about life. It
Yeah.
was more about getting to know Claire as a person. Her journey has started with YouTube and photography once again, and we welcome her with open arms in this community.
Oh,
Even
thank
if
you.
she stops using Nikon, doesn't matter. Photography is photography. Doesn't matter what camera you use. But that story you told about the accident and your mentor and all this after that and the king's wife and the queen and this that the Z9 surprise. So yeah, I
Yeah.
want to thank you for being here. I just want to just say anything you want to just share with the audience before we wrap this up.
Who, me? Oh, I just want to say a massive thank you to both of you. I've had such a great time tonight, and I'd love to meet you one day, both of you in person. That's what I'm going to put out there right now, so I can give you a hug and say thank you.
You're welcome.
Um,
FramesTM.
yeah. Yeah. You said that no matter what brand you use, you try a Sony. I'm going to put 5 videos against you. You try it. No, no, I'm just kidding. But like,
So, are you? Sorry, can I just ask?
Of
yeah,
course.
Frames, are you in India now?
yeah, of course, right now.
Oh, right,
So
yeah, cool.
this is like 2 a.m. in the morning, but it's fine.
Oh, wow. Oh, bless you. So
Yeah.
do you shoot Nikon, don't you?
I shoot Nikon, but I also love Fuji.
Right.
I use Sony just because sort of in order for me to comment on Nikon, I thought I should know a bit of Sony because
Yeah.
Sony guys are like, I feel that many of them just dislike Nikon, and it's not bad. It's just I don't just don't like their color science. I don't like their colors at all.
Oh, don't
I
fill
think
her head with stuff that's not important.
Do you know what? Because I don't have experience with other cameras. Like I literally couldn't get into a camera war even if I wanted to. Even if I tried, I wouldn't be able to because I don't know enough about other cameras. Honestly, it's like, it's like I've got this friend who's really into politics, and she said, "I love it when I come and see you because I can't have a conversation with you about politics because you don't know anything." So we can't get into a debate. It's great. So
Ignorance is bliss, right?
exactly,
Yeah.
yeah.
So when you guys hear our accent in America, like because when we hear English accent, we like it. It's kind of cool. It's like, but when you hear Americans talk, what do you guys think? Like, what goes in your mind? Like,
Rock star.
really, rock and
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah, there you go, rock and roll, yeah. Yeah.
So
I,
it's
I,
different,
I-
right?
I'll tell you what I think. I think it's like it's rolls off your tongue and it's smooth. That's how it
Mm.
feels like.
It's like
And
American.
the movies, isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah, American. Yeah, that too. And then when I hear people from England speak, I was like, at times it's really amazing. At times it's just oh, I'll tell you what's the word staccato. Is that like it's like hard? It's more like it's more difficult and harder to pronounce. Is what I feel.
Hmm. Well, you know what they say: the grass is greener on the other side all the time, right? What do you think? And you want to be just like you want to be over there, or you want to experience different things. But I live in Southern California, and there's like street lingo here that it sounds
Mm.
like this. Hey, what's up, homie?
Yeah.
Oh man! In that note, we'll end it there. Claire Middleton from Claire's School of Photography. Again, thank you. Check her out on YouTube.
Thank you.
Today's special guest on Vahagraphy Talk number 54, FramesTM on YouTube. Check him out as well. Subscribe to both of their channels. I'll put the links on the description below. And again, thank you guys. Thank you. Hit that like button,
Thank
guys. Subscribe for more Vahagraphy Talks. Vahagraphy Talk is back, and we're gonna have a good time. So thanks again for watching, guys. Stick around. Stick around for just a minute after the outro, and we'll say our goodbyes.
Okay.
Rock and roll. This is Vahagraphy. I'm Vahagan, your rock and roll photographer. Thank you, and we'll catch you on a future Vahagraphy Talk. Rock and roll. Hey, what's good, guys? Vahagan here from Vahagraphy. If you like more rockin' videos like this one, go ahead and check the videos on the screen and subscribe to this channel, Vahagraphy. Rock and roll.